Hi all. So this is my project, Healthcare Analytics Dashboard. I have built it using Power BI. So the purpose of this project is to get patient trends, financial performance, and how the hospital is operating. So all those things and all the insights we can get from this project. So I have built this data set. I have built this project with multiple data sets integrated into a single BI model. The objective of this project is to analyze patient demographics, like which region has the highest patient number, and the hospital financial metrics like payments received by the hospital, payments yet to be received by the hospital, which is called as AR, and the expenses. The amount spent by the hospital, all those things we can analyze using this project. So first of all, I had all these Excel files, leave this out, and all these are other Excel files which I imported into this Power BI desktop. So I used this get data and then Excel workbook, and then I imported all these Excel files separately. I first loaded it into Power Query, which means I transformed some data types like the date data types, all those things. I transformed it and then I loaded it into Power BI desktop. So after loading all those things, what I did was I went into data modeling, which is we'll go into model view and see how all these are related. So I have one fact table and remaining all are dimensions table, which are all connected to this one fact table. So which means I have used star schema here. Star schema and one-to-many relationship between dimension and fact table. So this was the next step I did. And then let's go back to the report view. So here I created a separate table for all my measures and calculated columns where I have created multiple measures, more than 20 measures for this project, like amount of percentage of patient payment, average patient count, average, how much, what is the percent of female, what is the male percentage, patient count, physician count, and total gross expenses, total deficit, what is the total female, total insurance amount, total male. So I have created n number of measures which I needed for this project. So now let's get into executive summary. This is the overall summary of this healthcare project. So let's look into it one by one. So here, these are some of there are some of technical terms like CPT and AR, which I will explain going through the project. So CPT is number of operations performed on a patient. So that is what we call as CPT. So let's look into the executive summary. The total gross expense, the total expense of for that healthcare was 12.96 million. Amount paid by the insurance was 7 million. Ethnicity count like Asian, African. So the amount of ethnicity count the hospital encountered was 7, and patient payment, how much, what is the amount the patient has paid is 1.50 million, and the patient count for the year 2019 to 2020 is 5,117. Now, so these are all some of the KPI metrics which compares to previous month, like total CPT, total amount of operations performed when compared to previous month, then total patient payment when compared to previous month, total payment, which includes payment from insurance providers, all those things. So that is compared to previous month, and total insurance payment versus previous month. So when seeing this, we can see all those are in negative, which means the previous month performance was better when compared to this month. Total gross expense was total insurance amount paid by month. So this is the red color line is the total gross expense and the black color line is the total insurance payment. So when compared to total gross expense, the insurance amount paid was less. We can see from this. Then CPT units performed by month. So January around 34,000, February. So all those are CPT units. Number of operations performed. Then distinct patient by month. How many patients came in January? How many patients came in February? So all those things. And CPT units by payer. This tells us, so there are different payers, Medicare, commercial, Medicaid, and other payers. So, out of all the total number of CPT units, for how many CPT units Medicare paid, for how many CPT units commercial paid, for how many CPT units Medicaid paid. So all those things we can analyze from this executive summary. Then let's dive deeper into patient analysis. So patient analysis tells us the ethnicity count, patient count, number of states from where the patient came, and the count of city. Let's see, out of this total 5,117 patients, how many consumed tobacco? It is around 12%, and remaining 88% did not take tobacco. So how many patients exercised? Around 35% exercised, and the remaining 65% did not exercise. So patients following diet, 25% of patients followed diet when coming inside the hospital, and other 75 did not. So same goes with alcohol. Alcoholic patients, around 37% is alcoholic patient, and remaining 63 is non-alcoholic. So patients by blood group, we can see that O positive patients were the highest number of patients admitted into the hospital, which means what we can infer from this is whenever there is an emergency situation, we need to have blood banks for O positive, A positive. When compared to others, I think we have to have more amount of O positive and A positive blood groups in our blood bank accounts. So I have implemented slicers as well for regions and patient, blood group, and ethnicity. Ethnicity, there are total 7 distinct ethnicity. With these slicers, we can see, let's see what is the female, let's implement female slicer. So when I have implemented female slicer, we can see that even 12% of female patients are tobacco patients and 87% are non-tobacco. So when I apply filters, when I apply slicers, we can see those filtered results in our patient analysis report. I think my patient analysis has a bubble size missing. Let me put the bubble size. So yeah, as we can see, I think this is the biggest bubble size, which is the state California, and the number of distinct patient count is 396. So we can see that 396 of patients were from California. So this is the patient analysis. Then let's go into hospital analysis. Number of hospitals are 11. Under our healthcare dashboard, we have 11 hospital count. So for that hospital count, which hospital has the highest CPT units? Number of highest operations performed is Angelstone Community, and the sum of AR, IPTP ratio, ARC ratio, bad debts, and all those things are visible under this table. Then gross expense by CPT grouping. So as we can see, the total gross expense the hospital has done for CPT is 56% and others as well. Here also I have implemented slices. One is region and the other one is location name. I mean all those 11 hospitals. I have also included the select all option to see the overall hospital analysis for all those 11 hospitals. So the last one is provider analysis. So this provider analysis, we can see the physician count by region. For South region, what is the number of physician we have? For West region, what is the number of physician we have? So this is the physician count by region and sum of CPT units and physician count by month. So this blue color line represents the physician count and this columns, these columns represents the sum of CPT units performed. We can see the number of CPT units performed on January is around 33,872 and the number of physician count we had at that time was 798. So we can see that when the number of operations went down, the physician count also went down. So this is what we can infer from this provider analysis. I have also implemented slices like blood group, patient, gender and ethnicity to look over the provider analysis as well. The final thing that we can infer from this project is the key insights are like the CPT units represents the number of procedures performed and each procedure is billed to a payer. And then when we so we can see which region had the highest number of patient count. So let's select West. The patient count is 837, South 975, Northeast 442 and Midwest 752. So which means the South region has the highest number of patients. Let's see the physician count for the South region. Yes. This physician count is also high for South region. Since the patient count was also high in South region, we have implemented correctly. The physician count is also higher. We are meeting the standard. We are meeting the requirements. So this is my hospital analysis dashboard project. Thank you.